Hey everyone, my name is Stu. I'm a holistic lifestyle coach, and in this video, I will be telling you all you need to know about starting a holistic lifestyle. The $1,000,000 question I get all the time as a holistic lifestyle coach living in Nigeria is, what do you really mean about holistic lifestyle? It seems like it's a given, right? But it isn't. Well, I will tell you today. Holistic lifestyle is an approach to life that considers the entire person, your spirit, your mind, and your body, and their interconnectedness with all areas of your life, your career, your physical health, your relationship, and every single part of your life. How it affects you and how you affect it or affect them in return. And you may have clicked this video because you're a beginner, or something about you that you feel like is missing, and you know what, I just want to get connected with who I really am. But you need to know where to start from. That's why I'm here for you. But before I give you all the juicy details, I'll touch a bit on why this is very, very important. The best part of a holistic lifestyle is the fact that you take into cognizance who you are. For example, if you are someone who is interested in starting fitness, for example, you put on your YouTube video, you see different styles of fitness, but if it is not your style, if it is not what is sustainable for you, it's not holistic because it doesn't consider what you really like. So if you want to do something in the physical wellness area, holistic living would put into consideration who you are and what you love. For example, I'm not big on cardio, but I think I'm big on flexibility. Am I going to get in some cardio? Yes, but I'm not going to do a lot of that, but I'm going to probably do more of flexibility, yoga, Pilates, things like that. If I am your holistic wellness coach, I most likely won't tell you to do the very same things that I like. I want to know what works for you. Where do you stay? Where do you live? Who are you? What do you love? Do you love to walk? Do you love to dance? These are the things that you have to consider. And this is just a snippet on the why. I get to be me. I get to be healthy in my spirit. I get to be healthy in my mind. I get to be healthy in my body. And that's why I really, really love holistic living. Now, how to get started. The first thing about getting started is that you need to analyze yourself. You need to know yourself. Where are you right now? Where are you spiritually, in the area of self-care, mentally, emotionally, physically, in career, in your relationships? You want to know, you want to analyze where you are at the moment. The first step, especially when it comes to physical assessment, is a health assessment. You want to listen to your body. You want to know how different parts of your body feels like, and you want to know how it's supposed to feel like. Are you where you want to be, or are you on a journey? These are the things that you want to think about. You want to self-analyze. What's your energy level? What's your mood level? How happy are you? What are the health challenges that run in your family? And if the answers to these questions are sort of colorful, then maybe you need to speak with a professional. Physical areas of consideration would include your diet, your fitness level, your gut health, your skin health, your nervous health, how much you retain things in your memory, anxiety levels, just general emotional wellness. Also, you want to pay attention to your reproductive cycle. You want to pay attention to your sexual health, to immunity, your susceptibility to illness, your dental health, exposure to toxic substances, and that's not even all. So these are the things that you want to self-analyze. Now, the first level is self-assessment. And after the first level, if you feel like there is more to be done, and then that means you probably need to carry out some lab assessments, lab tests here and there. But you need to understand where you are at. You also need to understand where you're at spiritually. Humans need to be connected to God, right? You were made by God, and you need to be connected to your maker. And that is what we believe in holistic living. That's what I believe. I'm a Christian, and what I believe is that you need to be connected to God. Or you don't have to be any other person, in terms of spirituality. You have to be who you are. You have to stay true to what you believe. I know that the concept of holistic living is something that was made popular, I think, by the Indians, and maybe from more people who are more connected, from people who are more connected to our ancestral roots. But I don't have to do holistic living that way. I can do it my way. Like I said earlier, I get to be me, you get to be you. And then you also want to assess your relationships, your community, your social well-being. Do you have meaningful connections? You want to pay attention to that. You want to also think about, okay, so who am I socially? Am I an introvert? Am I an extrovert? And you need to understand these things for you to connect better with people. And this doesn't mean you need to change. You need to appreciate who you are and work with who you are to become who you want to be. The second thing that you need to pay attention to, aside self-assessment, is knowledge. You need to know, study, and study. You need to understand what you need now. After you have done a self-analysis, what do you need to get to where you need to get to? You need to read, you need to study, know more about yourself, your personality, what you love, what you do not love. You need to know about yourself. And don't you dare leave your well-being in the hands of another person, even if the person is a professional. I found myself in situations where the books, my research said A, but by the time I paid attention to myself or what for me was it something entirely different from what I studied. Definitely do not leave your path in the hands of just one person. You need to be mindful. You need to understand yourself. Be equipped with knowledge. So I'm going to share a bit about myself. I remember when I was pregnant, and I couldn't keep anything down. And I had to study. I had to read a lot on foods that are very rich in folate. I had to up my greens. I had to up some foods like plantains. I needed to up foods that were just rich in folate. And I stocked up on that in my system, and I became, I couldn't take those supplements. Unfortunately, I couldn't take them. But I knew myself. I knew that, look, if I was stuck on this, I would throw it all up. I probably would deprive my baby of all the folates that he needs, for growth, for fertile development. My point is, the books sometimes say some things that make a lot of sense, but where are you at? Who are you? You need to pay attention to all of that. So next thing on your list, if you want to start a holistic lifestyle, is pay attention to your routines. Pay attention to your routines, your daily routines, your weekly routines, your monthly routines. You want to pay attention to all of that. You don't want to overload your day. You don't want to do something that is not practical. As much as possible, self-care would consider having some time to yourself. Amen. Self-care will consider you having more time to yourself. And you don't want to choke up your day with everything. You want to do mindfulness, you want to do meditations, and then you want to also work, you want to study self-development, every single thing in one day. There is nothing holistic about that. You want to, spread out time. You want to spread out time in such a way that daily you do this set of things. Probably fitness, you want to pay attention to your fitness, your diet, your meditation, your prayers. You want to pay attention to that. And then weekly, you want to put in things like, okay, so maybe twice a week I do something on self-development. Once a week I do something on self-care. Once a month, I want to do something on relationships that matter to me. These are the things that you want to pay attention to. Socially, I want to connect with my community. I want to hang out maybe once a month. If you're someone whose energy is not from going out a lot, you take more, you do better when you introspect. If you're someone like that who does better when you introspect, maybe you want to spend more time to yourself, but you still need your community. And so you probably want to do something maybe once in 2 months, and already you have opportunities maybe at work, in church, to connect with people. You want to also milk that. You want to pay attention to your community in that area. Number 4, positivity. Positivity is a very important element in holistic living. You need to believe in yourself. You need to stay positive about the fact that you are going to get to where you want to get to. Positivity is a very important element in achieving your goals. I can't imagine, hitting my goals when I don't even believe that I'm going to hit my goals. So positivity is very important. You need to pay attention to things that make you feel positive in your life. You want to pay attention to things that also inspire negativity, so you can distance yourself from them. And sometimes you need to stay mindful. I needed to quit my job at some point because it was affecting my mental wellness. I wanted to pursue my career in being a holistic wellness coach, and for me to fully do that, I needed to quit my job. So these are things. Many times you have a passion and you're not positively inspired because you're not pursuing your passion. So positivity is very, very important. If you know that for you to really achieve positivity, you need to switch careers, you need to go in a new direction, definitely do you. But obviously you need to be smart. And that's why sometimes, bouncing this off a coach can come in handy. Another thing that inspires positivity is gratitude. I have seen people who are happier and they don't have that much going on for them, probably even sick, but they're happier than people who have everything going on for them. Why? Because there's just a thing or two going on in their life that they're grateful for. They're probably grateful for life, grateful for people, grateful for love that they're surrounded with. You see people who have all those things and even more, but they are not happy. They are not happy. You need to remove your mind from things that you don't have and focus much more on the things that you do have. Finally, patience. When it comes to moving towards your goal, you need to be patient. Sometimes your goal is that you want to see healing in an area of your life. Impatience and positivity, they don't go together. So you need to stay patient. You need to trust that you will have the healing that you want. And you want to stay patient through the process. You want to stay patient through the process. You want to stay happy. For every single step that you need to go through, you need to be graceful. You need to be patient with yourself. And you need to be patient with the process of healing. I hope these 5 pillars are things that you resonate with. And I hope it looks doable to you. And I hope to catch you guys in my next video. Toodles.